Hello, good evening, and distinguished guests, fellow speakers, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Valeria Moyano, and I will be accompanying you as a moderator of this debate. The motion in this debate is to discuss about the following topics: health, transportation, security, education, in the city, Cali. First, I would like to ask both candidates their names and remind them that the first one to reply will be the one on my right side.
Hi everyone, my name is Santiago. I'm the candidate for the Blue Party.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Alejandro, your friend and server.
Now, then we know them both and we are ready to begin. Each candidate will have 3 minutes at maximum to talk. Each time the time is over, the microphone will be turned off in no way. This is a competitive and debate, so no points will be added at the end of each replay. We are here to clarify their views and opinions about the topics that are already on the table. Every candidate will have to respond to one question. I'd like to call on the first speaker to introduce their view and proposition about the following question: how can we improve the healthcare service in Cali?
Firstly, I like to say someone's health is the result of their action and decisions. Why will the public need to pay for someone's decisions? We all know that poor income families tend to spend more of their money in junk food, besides, and they don't get proper training or exercise during their productive life, so they will develop all kind of disease that they won't be able to pay, mainly because they don't invest money in private quality healthcare companies. This means that they are going to need the government to pay for them, increasing this way the amount of money the public will need to pump in social services, and will deplete the money we could use for other projects like improving our roads or making the city more suitable for business.
My partner is using the problem as a monetary problem, even when I think the problem is not monetary, but a social one. I want to break some points. A working age person with poor health has less probability of participating in the labor market. This means that if we don't help the people, we are going to run out of human resources soon. The other point is that the poor people in here work fewer hours compared to those in excellent health. And the third point is cities with better public health services tend to attract the best and more qualified human resources. This means less and more brains, ideas crossing the city. At the end, more development.
About Alejandro, we can say he is an advocate for a model of healthcare where patients are the kings of the healthcare system, and they should have free access to medical resources. They need to actively participate in their own treatment. So what I say is that he's going to get the city broken. I would like to ask him, how will you do that without wasting ton of money?
Okay, so how can we improve this? As with any illness, the first step is an honest diagnosis. I call it intelligent transparency, which includes to really understand the cultural issues behind the services, and we roll it out at a few years. There have been predictable opposition. Some worried opponents about failures could lead to the irreversible cycle of decline. Others said it will damage moral and staff retention, but that is really our goal.
Well, I was glad to hear you both and note your perceptions. Unfortunately, you have used your two replies. Now, I would like to ask how to improve the security in this city.
We need to spend more money in our police. I think they should be the only ones with the right deposits and beer guns. Time again, we are heartbroken by the news of another mass shooting. Part of our healing must be the conviction that we will do everything in our power to keep these tragedies from happening in a nation that continues to face a pandemic of gun violence. If we can control and take the guns out the streets, we all will be safer.
Saying the police are not the solution. When death is seconds away, the police is minutes away. Arguably, the most effective reason to buy a gun is arming yourself against an intruder is only going to help your family. You have the right to defend yourself, and a gun is your best option to do that. To buy a gun is to equip yourself with the most effective tool of defense, no matter where you are. Also, when you are defending yourself or your loved ones, you want that fight to be opposed in your favor. You don't want to have to really your strength alone. You should buy a gun if you want the most effective tool to stop criminals. However, a gun is not enough.
He says everyone should have a gun, and no, that is not the answer. There's plenty of people that shouldn't have guns, like murderers for a start. The same can be said for armed robbers, people convicted of attempt homicide, rapties. You are getting the point, right? Violent criminals lose certain rights when they are found guilty of crimes.
Denying people is the right to own firearms about one thing, a government's ability excess control over its population. A government that is representative of the people instead of being a place for author or, or whatever flavor has nothing to fear from an armed populace. A government that is meant on exercising an armed populace because those with guns have the ability to say no and defend the right to say no. An armed populace forces a government to use arms that are agreed to by the citizens, and the government to resolve conflicts between the citizens and the government. Defying citizens the right to own guns has little to do with the public safety. The United States has an increasing amount of firearms in circulation since 1990 and a decrease in violent crime over the same period.
Thanks for your observation. So now let's move on to the next question. How to get everyone a good quality education.
We need to reform the education system. It isn't working. To begin, college and universities need to reconfigure graduate programs to better prepare aspiring professors for teaching. We need a better trained teacher, but today almost anyone can be teacher. Let me ask, how many PhDs do you find in college?
You cannot blame only the teachers, even if it's not a problem that only concerns to college and schools. We need to have a holistic view. Organize funding things like is a text to address the needs of today's college students and work with Congress to students learning, not only for critical thinking and writing, but other purposes of undergraduate education.
It's amazing the way this debate is going. I would like to ask how to make Cali a technological city.
We need to put money on AI development. Why? Humans will require some assistance in managing full of data, and this assistance will come from the advancement of artificial intelligence. Uh, while this technology has the potential to improve security and reduce crime and increase productivity, IA is the most obvious component of the fourth industrial revolution.
Today, improving urban services through digital transformation is a huge industry. It is not just the EAS, it's the network we need to improve. We need to connect all the community with others. Also, we need to focus on the development of a smart city, which encompasses more than clever application of technology in urban areas. That technology must also contribute to making cities more suitable and improving the quality of life for the people who live there.
If we want a smart city, we require new ways of acquiring and processing data, utilizing open source mapping platforms, and generating powerful data visualizations are already empowering communities and helping planners improve zoning and street designs and transit performance. Can be only accomplished by an IA.
We cannot just let the machine solve everything. Cities need to embrace a comprehensive approach, focusing exclusively in EAS will be not enough to achieve the significant improvement of the real problem we face as a city, like the contamination of the ambient. Technology needs to be more environmentally suitable.
It has been a pleasure to hear you both. Lastly, how can we improve the transport in this city?
We need to focus on improving the roads. Cali is a city without roads. The last administration have taken all they have want, and now we have no road for cars. We need to eliminate the meal and make a subway that goes where the people want and really need to go, not where the meal can only go.
Well, I think we should focus on developing new transport technologies. We need to get people together. I personally believe that shared mobility is not only sharing the future of a massive transit, but helping cities is rethinking how they are able to use space. Detailing some of the specific investments it has made in mobility companies in recent years, as well as some of the potential business of new mobility.
Well, this has been all for today. Thank you very much to all spectators and to all candidates that soon someone them will be the new mayor of the Cali. I said goodbye from the studio and have a good day.